Hello, welcome back to my channel. So in today's video, we're going to do a quick unboxing and install of the Protect X Smart Sensor. Come on, let's begin. Alright, so again, this is the Protect X made by ProMaster Electronics. They are based from Taiwan, and this is a nice addition if you want to put a basic security on your vehicle. Specifically, we're gonna be installing this on our RAV4. They make some other smart sensor basically for Toyota vehicles like the 4Runner, the Tacoma, the Tundra. So I'll put the link in the description below if you're interested in purchasing this. For this one, again, this is an easy plug and play solution according to them. And we're gonna find out here in a moment if it's true, okay? So, and their claim is it can protect your cat converter, your wheels, your pet, and your belongings. So again, this is made in Taiwan. So let's open this up. All right. All right. So we have a caution message in here. Sensor might not work when vehicle's wiring has been modified with aftermarket products such as remote engine starter, GPS tracker, or alarm system. So just be mindful of that one. They have a notice in here, basically, okay? And we have like a sticker, RAV4 from 2019. Then we have the actual device in here. This one looks like an AirPod case. Okay, so we got some port here in the side. Then we got some port here in the bottom. Okay, so this is the main sensor that we need to install. And again, this one works on 2019 RAV4 to 2025. That's nice. So let's see what else do we have here in the box. So we have the harness. So the harness in here plugs in to our vehicle. So it's a piggyback or Y harness. What else do we have? So we have a decal in here. We have the double-sided tape, basically for mounting our sensor. And we have a user manual. So for this one, I'll show you how to do this. Basically, we have to remove some screws. We plug in the harness. Okay, and then once we have that completed, we have to wait 9 minutes after locking our vehicle with the remote. Okay, and then basically the sensor will do its job. So also on this one, some additional feature for this one is basically rolling down or up your windows. Basically, that's why it says here that they will protect your pet in case you leave your pets inside the vehicle. You can roll down the vehicle a little bit and then you can roll them up. Okay, so that's gonna be a nice addition using this. Again, it is basically a tilt and shock sensor. Also, when they start jacking it up, so it has a tilt sensor. So when they jack it, basically the car will alarm and it will get attention. Okay, and it will help deter any thieves that tries to steal anything in your vehicle. So also on your glass, so that will help. It will also sound the alarm. All right, again, this is an easy plug and play solution. It should only take us about 5 minutes to install this with this simple plug and play solution. All right, so come on, let's go to the vehicle and I'll show you what to do. All right, so for this one, we have to remove our steering column cover. And with this, we have to start the vehicle so that we can move our steering wheel, so we can access the screws in here. As you can see there, There's one here, and there should be one more on the other side. And then we can simply remove our covers. All right, so let's do that. All right, so now we just need to remove our steering wheel cover, and I'm gonna start the vehicle so that I can move the steering wheel, and we can remove our screws. Okay, once we remove both screws, we need to put our steering wheel back in the center. Okay, just make sure it's back in the center. And one additional step that I'll be doing that's not on the user manual is removing or disconnecting my battery. Okay, since I'm working with electronics, plugging in and unplugging stuff, I want to make sure that I'm not gonna ground anything, so I will disconnect the battery. All right, so let's disconnect the battery, then we will remove the actual cover now. All right, so just a correction, so we have to remove 3 screws. So the one on the side that we just removed, and there's one here in the bottom. Now we can remove the steering wheel column cover. So basically just pressing it on the side, both sides. If we need to use a pry tool, we will use a pry tool. And yeah, so let's try that. There you go. So I just press it on the side. Now we have to remove this. So let's use a pry tool. There you go. So once this one is loosened up, you can just pull it out. Okay, so now you just have to set this aside. This is where the other screw in the bottom goes. So now we have to unplug 2 harness in here. So we're gonna check which one to remove. All right, so we need to access the plug that is behind this. It's the black one, if you can see this one. So we have to remove that, and we have to access the white one that is here. You can see we have to unplug that, and then we have to plug in our harness that came with the kit. All right, so just removing the black one just here in the back, so you can simply remove it. Okay, so once we remove the black plug, we just have to plug in the harness that came with the kit. Okay, now we have to unplug. There will be a white harness in here that we need to unplug, and this one, if you can see this. Okay, so we just have to plug this in the harness that came with the kit also. Make sure you hear the click just to make sure it is locked in place. And now what we can do is plug them back together where we unplug the factory harness. All right, again, make sure you hear the click. All right, so there you go. Next thing what we're gonna do here is we're going to plug in our smart sensor into these plugs. All right, so let's do that. All right, so we're going to plug the sensor and make sure plug it in onto the correct spot. Do not use this spot, use the one in the bottom. There you go. So it's plugged in, and before we close it up, I'm going to test it. And again, according to the user manual, we have to wait 9 minutes for it to work. Okay, so we're gonna do that. I'm not gonna close it yet for 9 minutes. So let's see. Okay, be right back. All right, so it's more than 9 minutes since we locked the car with the remote. Okay, so now let's try to hit it. Okay, so if it will beep. All right, so what I did is I put the key fob away from the car, which I need to get if it starts beeping. All right, so first what we're gonna do is we're gonna hit the windshield. Okay, just bump it a little bit and let's see if there will be any sound or if it will chirp. All right, there you go. That's nice. So that's one thing. Okay, so now let's try our side or our driver side door window. Nothing. Okay, so I don't want to hit it that much. I'm scared hitting it, so because these are thinner than the windshield, so yeah, I'm just scared. But the one on the windshield actually works. So probably if you have an actual break in into the glass or window glass, then it might beep. All right, so I don't want to touch anything or I don't want to hit it that much, especially on our window glass. We don't want any broken glass, right? So, but I guess it will work if you're gonna get any break in on the car. So now we're gonna test the windows going up and down using the key fob. All right. All right. So right now it is locked. Then we're gonna try to open our windows. So what we need to do, press and hold it for 5 seconds. Keep holding it and it will, all of the windows will go down. All right, so let's try it. And there you go. All of the windows are down. All right, so let's check some more. So what we're gonna do now is we will close them. All right, so basically closing them, you need to press the lock button and hold it for 3 seconds and it will lock. There you go. We can actually lower the glass or the window again, and then we can stop it basically where we want it. Okay, and then there you go. That's nice. So if you want them up again, press and hold and it will go up. You can actually stop again and then hold and it will close. And that's nice. What I want to do is I want to shake the car and see if it will alarm. Okay, so I'll put the key away to see if it will work. All right, so I'll put you guys here. I'll shake the vehicle. Let's see if it will alarm. All right. There you go. I shake it and start alarming. So let me turn it off. So there you go. So that one, I shaked it and then it starts beeping. So, or yeah, it sounded the alarm. Yeah, it will help deter any thieves, So what we're gonna do next is we're going to test the tilt sensor of the vehicle, if it will work. So we will see if it will alarm if someone tried to jack up your car, like if they try to steal your wheels or your cat converters. So come on, let's begin jacking it up. All right, so now we're gonna jack it up and let's see if it will sound the alarm. I need to be prepared to disarm it. All right, so one moment. All right, so it hung. Let's disarm it. All right, so it works basically when jacking up. So the tilt sensor actually works on this one. Got surprised also. So yeah, so this is a good basic alarm that you can add into your vehicle. And yeah, so this is the Protect X made by ProMaster Electronics. I'll put the link in the description below. All right, so there you have it. So we tried our shock sensor by hitting our windshield and it honked the horn. We shake the vehicle and it sounded the alarm. We tried our key fob on opening and closing our windows. And lastly, this is very important, if we want to deter any thieves out there on stealing our cat converters or our wheels. So we tried the tilt sensor on this one by jacking it up and it sounded the alarm. That's a great feature of this product. Again, this is a great, easy plug-and-play solution that you can install. Quick 5-minute install basically on this one. Yeah, so the name of the product is Protect X, made by ProMaster Electronics. So if you're interested on getting one, I'll put the link in the description below. And if you find this video helpful, please consider subscribing. Thank you for watching.